Hello, I'm back. Who do I sound like? One of the housewives. Which housewives was the one who said that? Hello, I'm back. Anyways, doesn't matter. Happy Sunday, everybody. So happy to be back. Hello and welcome to Femme Tarot. I'm Natalie, your international psychic medium, and this is the eclipse season. Yeah, I've had a very weird day. I'm gonna share a little bit with you guys what's been going on. 1 second, because I need to bring this up before I forget, since we're going to be talking about various things. And we know that Meghan Sussex, yes, that's what we should be calling her now. She goes after content creators. This is something maybe that it's not widely known, but it is. Val says, I love your t-shirt. Yes, I love Nirvana, the band, but also I'm channeling my inner Buddhism, Nirvana, higher state of basically absolute bliss because of everything that's been going on this past week and especially today. It's a lot, you guys. These eclipses are no joke. We're going to talk about them in a minute, like briefly, because you can go over to Instagram as well. If you're not following me on social media, do follow me on social media, Instagram and TikTok. And on Instagram, I have posted what this eclipse season means, how it is going to affect us all, etc., etc., etc. All right. So I want to say hello to my favorite people. I miss you. You're my therapy. I know I hear that from you guys where you're like, Sunday lives are a therapy, but you guys, it goes both ways. Happy Sunday, Lady Rivera. How are you? Isa, hello, my beautiful Isa. How's the weather over at Sweden? Has it warmed up a little bit? I know it's quite cold, center of Europe and obviously Northern Europe, but I hope the snow is melting now, if you've had any snow as well. Isa liked Megan's new show. We're going to be talking about it. Tracy, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome on in. Let's see who I'm missing. Asa is in the house as well. Happy Sunday to you too. Hope you're doing well. Asa's like, to all the lovelies, Val, our Scorpio queen is here as well. We have so many. Issa's a Taurus queen. Val is a Scorpio queen. Let me see. Do I remember everyone's? Defender, I think. Are you a Capricorn? You're a Capricorn queen, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Good old time, Gen Z. I know this happens to me every friggin' year or twice a year, right? Because here in Europe, usually the time changes last Sunday of October and then last Sunday in March, right? And I keep forgetting that you guys, like the US, it's usually like you're 2 weeks ahead. So it just messes up with my schedule, messes up with everything basically. And I do this every year. I don't learn. I don't learn. But I guess it's more convenient going live a little bit later for you guys. I know, Tracy, this has been a week. You've been on you are serotonin. No, you're mine. You guys, I've been feeling very down and very, very angry today. I will share a little bit about why. But just knowing that I'm going to do this live and just connect with you guys just makes me feel so good. You are my family. This is the Femme Village, and we are growing, by the way. We are growing. We've gained quite a bit of new subscribers the last couple of weeks. Hello, welcome, new subs. And so the village is growing. What did Heather Dubrow said that when she went back? She said that, oh, right. Yeah, it was Heather Dubrow. You're right. Oh, I just want, because I talked about my little rescue street cats and they were just laying, like, really, spring has sprung over here. And the cats were just so chilling. And I said, I thought, I thought it would be great to share with you guys. And of course, my precious little King Louis, who thinks he's the king of the house, hates the cats. It's just a whole thing. I'm trying, but he's just so stubborn. My dog's a Virgo. No idea where the cats are. Hello. Right. I don't want to waste too much of your time, but of course we're waiting for people to enter the chat. The time's changed, so it's not usually the usual 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 7 p.m. We are a little bit, well, except for Europe, we're still in the same time that I normally go live. But for America, Canada, and American Canada, time has changed. So much going on. So I don't know how you guys have been. So on the 14th of March, we did have a lunar eclipse in Virgo. Listen, it is eclipse season, and this year and this time, these eclipses, the season is no freaking joke. I went scorched earth today, and I'm normally quite a chilled person. All right. It takes a lot for me to get to a point where I'm just going dark. My thoughts are more dark, if you will. I do have Scorpio moon, so yeah. So I have someone who is stalking me and has now purchased the domain of Femme Tarot in Canada, and this person is doing all this because she wants to have some kind of connection with me. She did participate in the psychic development courses that I was teaching back in May last year, and you guys, it's really, this person is, I believe she's not well. Okay. Because there has been a lot of emailing back and forth, and there's a lot of veiled insults, a lot of emotional stuff. There's a lot of like attacking, but then sort of like looking up to me, and today I was like, I'm done, asking for a refund like months after the thing, because she didn't like the course, but he participated at the course. You had access to all the material. And according to consumer laws, everywhere in Canada, in America, in Europe, you cannot ask for a refund just because you didn't like something. Can you imagine if you go to a play and you're like, at the end of when the play ends at theater, you're like, I didn't like this. I need to go ask for a refund. Or every time we didn't like something, we just went and asked for a refund. Anyway, that wasn't it wasn't the refund. It's the way she went about it. I offered a free session, didn't show up. She messed up the times, and then she blamed me. So went scorched earth today, and yeah, she's going to see a side of me because she hasn't received the email, but she's going to receive a side for me that she's not going to like. And if this continues, I'm getting legal action. All right. And I'm not afraid to go there. And I do have a good team of lawyers. So, but I blame the eclipse. It brings out the worst in people. And I just don't understand why. I bet you guys feel it as well. It's just like when you're a good person, you're kind, you're righteous, you're always there helping other people. You always feel like there are people that will either hate you, attack you, obsess over you. You know why? It is that high vibration. It is that high vibration that lower vibrational beings and human beings do not like it. They feel uncomfortable. So they try to find ways to attack you. This is what's happening. So yeah. So I'm a little bit sort of all over the place today. I mean, at least my mood is, which is why I wore this t-shirt, because I'm like, listen, I'm Nirvana. I'm with my people right now. I'm with my people. I know. She like the stuff, those emails, it's just very, you know what? Like if you're going to send an email and say, listen, I was disappointed by the course for whatever reason, you just name the facts, all right? Even though you're not entitled, and maybe if whoever you're addressing, maybe out of goodwill, out of the out of goodness, they might, refund you. They're not obliged, They're not obliged. Legally, they're not obliged because you participated. And that's what I did. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to refund you, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you 1 free hour with me. And then we can go over the exercises. We can have a reading, whatever it is. You didn't show up, and then you blamed me about the time zones and about me not texting you and calling you. Are you crazy? I don't call and text anyone. It is your responsibility as a client, as someone who wants a reading or a session, to make sure that you double check your email and that you're there on time. On time. And then the email was just unhinged, you guys. The email was just unhinged. I cannot already. And you know what I was thinking? And then we'll get to the readings. I was thinking, I'm just this small YouTube channel. I'm the psychic medium, just in my own little corner of YouTube and social media and whatnot. And I mean, this is one example, but I've had some other stuff happening. And I'm like, can you imagine what these like mega celebrities or these mega content creators might be dealing with when it comes to the public and delusional people and crazy people and stalkers? It's crazy. Oh yeah, I've sent a warning. I said I haven't sent it yet. It's going out after this, but no, I've warned with facts and everything and all the documents and all the everything legally. I'm good. But if this continues, definitely lawyering up. Definitely lawyering up. And I'm going to use the EU court for this, the European court. So this is going to be a lot more expensive for her than the refund that she's trying to get from. And it's not the refund. She's using the refund to get to me and to get access to me. So it's a whole thing. But I was very cordial, very polite up until today. And there you go. Yeah, my bad side doesn't come out, you guys. It doesn't, like, I've worked a lot in my life to really control my emotions and my feelings and not being as reactive and stuff like that. So, and especially when it comes to a total stranger, I don't care, but you're going after my business. You're messing with my business. And this girl, if you're watching, you're in trouble, girl. The law is not on your side. The law is on my side. All right. Yes, this person not. If I show you guys the email thread, you'd be like, and I did show someone close to me, someone the first time, when the first thing, and he was like, huh? He's like, you're too kind, because I sent him my reply. And he's like, you're too kind. You've got a big heart. I wouldn't act that, this is not how I would deal with it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but I give people second chances. All right. Enough with that. Let's remove this negative energy and vibe and whatever. But I just wanted, before we move to the readings, just to say that we have another eclipse coming up on the 29th of March. This is solar eclipse in Aries. If you thought this lunar eclipse in Virgo was difficult, hard, the solar eclipse in Aries is going to be a lot worse because it's in Aries, and also it aligns with Chiron, and Chiron is in Aries at the moment as well, and Chiron is the wounded soldier. So I'm not surprised all this happened now, but I do feel that around the 29th of March, everything is going to come to a head. Really, I do, with the solar eclipse in Aries. So I do have, before we start, I do have a tip for you guys. Where is it? How to, a few sort of tips about this solar eclipse. Okay, this is not a total eclipse. This is a partial eclipse, but these tips, I'm going to bring them up now. Apply for this as well. So staying indoors, is one, this is usually for total eclipse, but generally try not to be outside too much. Grounding yourself, meditate, ground yourself, use your grounding crystals, performing release rituals, anything that you want to get rid of. Meditate to help ease your nerves. That's very important. Or just go out for a walk, or just go exercise, or just basically just do anything that helps you center yourself. Okay. This eclipse season is very nerve-wracking. Okay. And this is more so because people are foreshadowing, and that's not good. Okay. We all kind of foreshadow because eclipses are scary. Yes, they can be scary, but a lot of times they're not as scary. They're basically just doing their job, which is clearing the path and clearing the way, or bringing up, or bringing up like the shadow, things that have been sort of like, accumulating under the surface and are not working out, and not good. So, and that's why they're scary, because usually we're not ready for what's going to come out or how it's going to come out. And it can be overwhelming. Also, the eclipse energy makes us all super tired. I don't know about you guys, but I never napped during the day. And for 2 days in a row, I napped in the afternoon. This is so out of character for me. Exhausted, not sleeping well at night as well, having very vivid dreams. It is Pisces season as well, which makes us a lot more in Pisces rule by Jupiter. So we're very much, connected to these energies and the collective energies around us. So that's in a nutshell. But I do recommend that you go on Instagram, and I have a video, and I have a lot more resources and information over there that can help you during eclipses, lunar, what are they called? Not lunar eclipses, full moons, new moons, etc. All of it as well. Elle says that she's being tired. My husband's been wondering what's going on with him. Very exhausting, because the eclipse basically sucks the energy, right? The eclipses are basically, they're creating a shadow, right? So what happens is, when it creates a shadow, it just really sort of like sucks the energy out of the world, out of us, and that's why we're feeling very, very tired. A lot of times during full moons, we feel very, very tired. Women, a lot of times our cycle, our menstrual cycles will coordinate, or not coordinate, synchronize with full moon. So the moon, the eclipses are extremely, extremely powerful, and they can affect us a lot more than we think. Also, something else that I've noticed is, I don't know with you guys, a lot of people I know have had dental issues and have been visiting the dentist this week. Just saying. A lot of stuff coming up with teeth. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You're fatigued and having insane strange dreams. It is the eclipse. It is the Pisces season. It is just generally the alignment of the planets right now, and the stars, the outer planets, all of it. And we're feeling it. And we're feeling it. What about menopause? What's the question about that? I don't know. I'm not there yet. But are you asking what about menopause related to the eclipse? Does the eclipse affect your health? Just got over being sick and he has picked up. Yes, it does affect health. Again, it takes away your energy. So when you're low on energy, most likely you're gonna catch whatever it is, because it's also your immune system, which is low as well, and you're not doing good and feeling great, etc. So yes, it can affect your health. A lot of things come up during eclipses. For instance, if you have an underlying health issue and you have been asymptomatic, during eclipses, you might start developing symptoms, or, figure out or find out what the health issue is. Because eclipse, is it over yet? No, no, it's going to be like this. It is because of the eclipses. It is because of Saturn. It is because of the planetary alignments right now. And things are gonna, and also we have Mercury retrograde shadow period. So May is gonna be a better month. I told you, I've been telling you, like March and April, no bueno, not good, not good. I do. I hope I don't get a toothache or anything. Saturn usually also rules the teeth and the mouth. So in medical astrology. So I do. I had issues when Saturn went into Aquarius back when the C virus hit, or spread all over the world just before the lockdown. I had issues and I couldn't access a dentist. So I had a lot of fun. Oh, Lord. Venus, yes, I forgot. Venus retrograde is too, but that doesn't affect the teeth. Venus retrograde is all about relationships and partnerships. So if you are single and you recently met someone during the Venus being retrograde, I want you to know that this is not meant to last. Usually once Venus goes back direct, that relationship or that situationship will end. A lot of breakups, a lot of even yeah, you would see rekindling as well, but it's not going to last. It's going to be short term, but a lot of breakups. And I personally, from my circle of friends, I know, unfortunately, several people, 3 couples to be specific, that are heading for Splitsville. Unfortunately, they're separating. So yeah, brace yourselves, you guys. Really, just do a lot of esoteric and work and energy work. Try not to be too much on social media. It's anxiety inducing being on social media right now, or reading the news, or just following the news, or anything like that. You know what? Embrace your hermit, your inner hermit. Be the hermit for the next, what's the date today? 16th. For the next few weeks. I would say a month, It's cray-cray. Oh, you guys, we have a new Femme. Found your channel a couple of months ago. Love it in my first live. Hey, welcome. What is it? Studio or Studio. I like that. Well, welcome. Denise, our beautiful Denise, is in the house as well, causing too much doom scrolling. I agree. Hello, Marisol. Hello and welcome. Happy Sunday. All right, you guys, let's do our readings. So I thought I've done several readings with Kempire, and usually I save those types of readings to do them with Kempire because he is a big Wendy Williams fan. So am I. But he's so busy. He's been touring. He's just got a lot. So this is going to be a mini reading on Wendy Williams, since there have been some updates regarding her mental health and regarding her conservatorship. So if you haven't watched the previous readings that we've done a couple of Walk of Femmes with Kempire. You'll find them in here on my channel. You can use the search bar, just type in Wendy Williams, and YouTube will serve you those videos. Yeah, I know. What are you guys saying? More plane problems. You had to go into the. I know. I told you guys. Didn't I tell you lots of aviation issues this year? Not just aviation, but marine transportation as well, which we saw that there was a big incident or accident between a cargo freight and a oil tanker, if I'm not mistaken, and in the Northern Sea. So yeah. You know what's funny? It's just like, for all of us here, because if you're part of this community and part of this channel, or the femme village, you're awake. You're spiritual. You've been working on yourself. You want to ascend. You want to improve yourself. You want to understand better, like, what your purpose is. You want to heal from past trauma. There are many reasons why you're following this channel. And obviously, we don't just talk about pop culture and celebrities here. There's a ton of content on this channel talking about mediumship, about connecting with deceased loved ones, talking about astrology lessons, tutorial. You have it all. But here's the thing. Because we've been so awake for so long, okay, it's like nothing faces us anymore. Like the news and what's been happening and all of the weirdness out there and all of the conspiracy theories, again in quotes. Yes, I'm using quotes for conspiracy theories because I think we have to stop using that term, even though I just used it. Okay, because they are turning out to be conspiracy facts. Not all of them, but most of them have turned out to be conspiracy facts and theories. And we're not faced anymore. It's almost like normal to us because we knew, whether we knew it rationally or intuitively, we knew that things would unravel the way they are now unraveling. Welcome to the age of Aquarius. Yeah. So, is anyone flying? Oh, Marisol is flying tomorrow. Okay, don't worry. Doesn't mean that. I want to say that my husband flew. He's flying back now. Actually, he's on the plane now. He's flying back. My husband flew on Friday. He said it was. I'm not gonna like. It was safe. Okay, he arrived there safely. No delays. Nothing. Although, because of Mercury retrograde, do expect that there may be delays or issues. I would say also just add an air tag to your luggage just in case, because when Mercury is retrograde, it just brings mayhem when it comes to transportation, aviation, and all of it. The only thing, everything was fine. He didn't lose his luggage. Everything was fine. The only thing he said was like the turbulence was scary. And my husband, I can tell you, he is the most zen person on the plane. You guys know I'm a nervous flyer. Like, I don't deal with flying very well. And he's usually the one who falls asleep as soon as he's buckled up and he sat on his seat. And I'm there just like, ugh. And he said it wasn't pleasant. But just because it wasn't pleasant and it was very turbulent, he arrived safely and he will arrive safely back home now. So please do not allow for all these incidents that have happened. And there are a lot because they have happened back to back and very condensed as well. But it doesn't mean that's going to happen to you. Okay. What are the probabilities? Think about it mathematically and think about it statistically as well. There have been so many incidents within the span of a couple of months, even, that the probabilities are that these incidents are going to start, being far from, I mean, there's going to be like a bigger, I guess, gap or biggest time between those, another incident happening. Life goes on. And I would recommend what I do, because I'm a nervous flyer, is I have solfeggio playlists here, calming music. I put my AirPods on. I just listen to the music. I meditate. I connect with my guides, with the angels. What I do is, as soon as I enter the plane, I hope this helps for anyone flying, okay, who are nervous. So this is a great tip. As soon as you enter the plane and you sit down, what you do is you close your eyes and you use visualization. And how you do that is you visualize that a big bubble of light, a very bright bubble of goldeny blue light, is wrapping your plane. And also visualize your angels circling your plane and blessing your plane and giving it protection. Really do that. Do a little bit of light meditation before you set off. And then once they start serving food and whatnot, you can have a glass of red wine to keep your nerves at ease. Okay. I don't drink alcohol anymore or wine, but when I'm on a plane, I will drink some wine. So you will be okay. All right. You will be okay. For an early flight. Another tip, Marisol, is maybe don't sleep at all. The more exhausted you are, the more tired you are, you're going to fall asleep on that plane. You're going to be too tired to worry. That's another thing that I do, especially when I catch a red eye or it's an early flight. I just don't sleep, or I sleep for a couple of hours and I'm so exhausted that I just don't have the energy to worry. And then I just fall asleep. I don't even need that glass of wine on the plane. So, yeah. Um, yeah, I did that once when I was when I was flying to Denmark. And he did this, like he tried to land and he couldn't land, so he had to go back up and then he had to turn, and it was very windy and I was literally like shooting myself, you know what I mean? And I was shooting bricks. And I turned around to the guy next to me who seemed like this young this young man who was reading. He was very calm reading his book, and I'm like, what is happening? Can you help me? Like, I'm not. And he was like, yeah, yeah, he's gonna go around one time. This happens often in this airport. That was it. I was like, okay, thanks for help, dude. So yeah. All right, let's get back to our readings. Okay, let's start with our sweet Wendy. She's been through a lot. All right, so let me take that out. Okay, here we go. So I want to see. I don't remember all the details of the past readings on Wendy, and I would like for anyone who remembers if you can just add some points, bullet points down in the chat. No, there's not going to be a war in Europe. Don't worry about it. There's not going to be a war in Europe. Mm-mm. This is more trade wars, info wars, spy wars. There's different types of wars, cyber attack wars, different types of wars, but it's not the type of war that you think. And no, Europe is not going to go into war. So don't worry about it. Okay. For Wendy, it seems that I haven't watched her. She was at The View, right? She was a guest in The View. Didn't watch it, but I did read a couple of articles about her, and I do believe that they did a psych evaluation and she passed with flying colors, which I was happy to hear. And I believe that in those readings that I did with Kempire, because he was asking me about her mental health and whether what is her relationship to her son, especially financially, and of course her ex-husband and all of it. And I just couldn't see the dementia. I couldn't pick it up. I just couldn't. Yes, sure, because of years of substance abuse, maybe her mind is not as sharp, but I could not feel that she was, out of touch or struggling with what's called dementia or Alzheimer's or anything like that. I truly believe that's Wendy Williams' sort of like facial expressions. It's just the way that she's built. When you're younger, you naturally are chubbier. You have a lot more muscle around your face and you have like cheeks and you don't have the hollow eyes, but as you get older, everything the gravity takes over and everything goes down and kind of like in, and then you start getting the hollow eyes. And I believe with age, it's just a lot more distinctive. Like when she does the googly eyes, the eyes, that is my theory behind it. It's not that she's cray, okay, or there's something wrong with her. It's just that it's who she is. This is how she was built. These are her facial expressions, and it's just more obvious, or it looks weird now because of your face changes when you age. Oh, what are you guys saying? No, the test was basic. Who is the president? Identity. The fan must pick. What time does the clock display? Guardian has requested a full psyche. Okay, so this was just like a basic one. Oh, she has Graves' disease. Okay, that would make more sense regarding the popping eyes. Rosie's a doctor, by the way, you guys. So she also has Graves' disease, which makes a lot of sense. So it doesn't mean that those, big sort of surprised eyes mean that she's cuckoo. She does sound very cognitive to me too, Candy. All right, so I'm going to pull some cards around Wendy and see what her energy is like right now. Okay? I want to see what her energy is like right now. Let me see what I connect to. She's in a so as soon as I closed my eyes, I saw her smiling. She is in a much better place. At least right now, she's in a good mental place. She seems to be a little bit more relaxed. A little bit more relaxed. Okay. I'm connecting. I do see her son. She adores her son. She only has one son, one child. Temperance. Ooh. The Hierophant. Hold on. The Hierophant is the state, the government, or the law, or temperance is about this big institution or someone in power, whether it is the law or it is a judge ruling or someone with a lot of power, having control over her. Temperance is her being more calm, feeling more, I feel like she feels more balanced. That's why maybe she's happier as well, sort of being more positive about the future. And also the fact that fans love her and haven't forgotten about her and really rooting for her is it means the world to her. Absolutely the world. King of Pentacles, the money, you guys. Hold on, let me just pull the cards, all of them, and see. Three of Pentacles. This is a conservatorship, and there is money, but there's not a lot of it left. There is money, but the Star. They want to control her. It reminds me of Britney, a little bit the reading that I've done on Britney Spears, very much that. Temperance could also be sort of complying, like being compliant to what's happening, just to appease people or appease a situation. Also, what I'm seeing, a lot of times temperance could be my guardian angel card as well. And this is what my guide is saying, that her angels, her spirit team is around her, very much around her. She's become very spiritual the last few years, I'm seeing. Here's the Hierophant. This is the control over her assets, control over her life. This is totally having control over her. King of Pentacles and her finances. You guys, you've got to help me with this reading. Who's managing her assets and her estate, and who is it? There is a man that I'm seeing. It's not, I feel he is sort of like the one who signs, or he's the one who makes the decision or the final decisions with regards to Wendy. But there are three people behind all this, okay, with this Three of Pentacles. The Star, she is the Star. She's healing as well. This is the Star, like her being literally the celebrity, the star, very much, someone who everybody loves. But it's also the healing card. Page of Pentacles. This is her son. This is her son. Does her son have access to her money through this conservatorship? Like, because I see that her son has had access to her money, or I don't know if he took it, it was given to him. And I'm going a little bit in the past now. This is not something recent. Four of Swords. She's disappointed by her son. Ooh, ooh, ooh. To me, she's fine. She's fine. She's very heartbroken, disappointed, and sad with how they've treated her, including her son, including her precious, beloved son. I forget his name now. And then we have the 10 of Cups, the family. She feels betrayed by her family. 7 of Cups, no trust there. Oh, God. There were 3 people behind this conservatorship and behind her current status quo. Okay. And it doesn't look good, but I want to know 8 of Swords. This is conservatorship. This is her being bounded, right? Legally bounded. Or bounded or bound. Bounded was wrong. Oh my God, my kids heard me right now. Queen of Pentacles. You know what? The world, I'm rooting for Wendy. I'm rooting for Wendy. I feel she's gaining confidence now. She wants to be heard. She's in a much, much better place. And I'm not saying, I do feel she is under treatment. So she is taking various things, or she is given or prescribed various things to help her out. But she is in a much, much better place. I like that. And the world also is a card that indicates a big change. It is a major arcana, something that is coming, something that it's not. This is set in stone. Major arcanas are set in stone. Minors are everyday life. Things can change. The energies can change. The outcomes can change. With majors, outcomes don't change. Okay. So everyone's saying, Kevin, right. Thank you. Kevin Jr. Hunter. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. What are you guys saying before I go on? The judge over the case is mad. She's doing so many interviews and wants to constrict her more. She is not a prisoner. She is allowed to speak. And the judge over the case, I don't get the judge or the justice here or anything legal or connected to courts and legal, but I'm going to pull some more cards. Had access. When bank froze accounts, he lost his access. I think the guardianship was to protect her money and limit her access to alcohol. Correct. He has had access for sure. And she's not happy about it because I believe he's taken a little bit more than what was agreed on or what at least she knew of at the time. But I want to say this. I don't feel that Kevin Jr., right, is, even though he did have access to the money, when he did, he's not very good with money. I don't believe that he's financially well right now or comfortable right now. Wells Fargo noticed her money going low. Another time she was drinking, so she didn't pass the psych eval, but she's sober now and her mental capacity seems to be better. She is sober. I see this and I feel this in her energy. Right now, as we speak, she's sober. I do not see anything that would indicate that she is on some kind of substance or drinking or anything like that. She's clean and she's happy. At this moment, she feels good. She's happy, which makes me happy as well. Let's see. Oh, Lady Rivera, thank you so much, you guys. She's just gifted 5 of you here today. 5 tarot memberships, and you are going to love those memberships, you guys, because we are just unfiltered, uncensored over there. I give lightning readings. I share a little bit more about me. We just talk about anything and everything. So you'll enjoy this membership. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Okay. So I want to see. So my other question is, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but because we have to do the other readings as well. I just want to see what her future looks like. Okay. I do see her moving. I now I remember that I had seen that in the reading that we did with Kempire. That was a year and a half ago. see. I see her moving somewhere south. Let's see. Not New York, not New Jersey, south. Page of Swords, conservatorship, Ace of Cups. Good news for Wendy. Okay. So she will continue to be monitored or controlled in a sense. Okay. And I'm talking about the future, the Sun, but not in the way that she is now. I believe that she will have more freedom. There might be that she has a little bit more access or control of her finances, but again, within a certain range, it feels like, because look, I have the Page of Swords here. She may even have to, she will have to follow, maybe go to AA, follow some kind of like group therapy session or something along those lines. I wouldn't be even surprised, because I'm seeing some kind of spiritual retreat that she will go to. Ace of Cups. It seems that things are looking up for Wendy. Knight of Wands here. So I believe with everything that's going on right now, and especially if she gets like the, okay, I'm back. She gets the proper evaluations, psych eval, then it looks very positive for her. She will still be under this, but conservatorship, but in a different form, or it could be some kind of, let me see, the Magician. Yeah. She needs to, the Devil. Yeah. It's not about the conservatorship and all that. It's who is in charge to me that I don't like. Okay. Well, this Devil and this Magician. Definitely they're taking advantage and using her. Just like they're doing with Britney. Which makes me sad. See, celebrities and public figures have a lot bigger problems than I do. I'm going to remind myself that. No, it's on this platform. And how you do it, it's on this platform. So down below, there's a join button. You click on that and it will prompt you to. So whenever I upload a members video, you all see it, especially if you have notifications on, you will all see it in your feed, but it will say members only underneath the YouTube title. And that's how you know that you have access to that video. It's separate to the main channel, but is part of the channel. Hope that helped. But she wants to stay in, but I see her moving in the south though. So it could be that they might put some kind of stipulation or something that she has to be near her family. And I actually believe that, I know she loves New York, but it feels to me, and especially now energetically, that moving to a warmer place, to a place where it's warmer, and moving south is going to help her a lot energetically. All right. I don't know if you have any other questions on Wendy, but it looks good. It looks good. I believe that eventually she's not going to have a total freedom and all of that, but eventually she will start gaining a little bit more control of her life. So I'm happy for her. Okay, let me shuffle real quick. Hold on. I'm hot. Okay. All right. And while I'm doing that, you guys, don't forget to like this video. Please like this video and do subscribe if you're new here. If you stumbled on this video and you like what you see, do subscribe. You won't regret it. We're a nice, beautiful, soulful community over here. Okay, let me continue shuffling. And now, next one is going to be, you know what? I don't know why. I thought, let's do one on Hailey and Selena. Apparently, there was a little bit of drama. There was something, it kept popping up on TikTok, but I really didn't follow it. And I know there's this beef between Hailey and Selena, and we're all worried about Justin right now. And I thought, you know what? let me just let me just do a little reading on Hailey and Selena. Apparently, Hailey used one of her like socket Instagram accounts or Finstas and she liked or she made a comment on one of Selena's posts. I'm not sure about it. I tell you, I saw that on my feed on TikTok and I wasn't that interested in kind of like following the whole thing. Will she have? No, I don't see this happening for at least for the next 2 years. I don't see her having a show or podcast. She will be once in a while, you know, going to different other shows or maybe podcasts, but not hosting her own. She's not well enough or in that place yet where she would be able to do that. And it's a lot of pressure. And I do believe that that might be more harmful if she goes back to hosting a show or a podcast. It's a lot of pressure and she just needs a little bit of peace right now and balance in her life and just reacquaint herself with herself and just you know live stress free. All right, so I'm gonna pull some cards. So for Hailey, her energy, and then Selena, what is the whole beef? I mean, enough of this beef. And I believe this is very much instigated by the fans. Because we know that the Selena Gomez fans are they're diehard, just like the Swifties. So, and the Bieber fans, on the other hand. So, let's see. Okay, Hailey's energy. Hailey is worried. She's depressed. She's going through some kind of it could be postpartum depression as well. Postpartum depression can last a while or months. And I feel her energy. She's not in a happy place. She is worried about Justin, her husband. She is struggling a little bit. What I'm seeing and picking up is like she's struggling a little bit with motherhood. It could be the postpartum depression, or it could also be the fact that she doesn't feel adequate enough as a mom. This is new mom insecurities, right? So it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. And when your husband is struggling and maybe probably has fallen off the wagon and going through his own stuff, she feels very much alone. I have the Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles here. You guys, the whole thing with the Selena thing, I want to be honest. I'm not saying they like each other or that they're like secretly friends, but it is a little bit sort of like put up or created uh, for the attempt to garner attention, for the clout, for the fans, for all of that. Knight of Pentacles. I keep getting you guys Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles here with Hailey. And I've said this before. It does feel like Hailey married Justin. I'm not saying she doesn't love him. I believe she does, but not in the sense that, I would do everything for him because he is my soulmate or my man. It's just like who he is, his status. He just generally, she's in love with who he is, like the Justin Bieber, the artist, the singer, this boy, this young child star, because that's how he started off. And she loves all of that package. Eight of Pentacles. She does help him. She does work behind the scenes too. She advises him and stuff like that. I don't feel that he listens to her. By the way, Justin, he doesn't. Eight of Cups. That's good. Four of Swords. I told you. She's not well. It feels like the whole Hailey and Selena, it's just, it's not made up, but it's more so artificial. Like, oh, what if I do this by accident? Or what if I do this? People will notice and people will talk about it. And then, my name is going to be high on the ranks in the search engine, on social media, all of it. They're playing games with us, you guys. I'm not saying Selena is in it, but I'm just saying Hailey knows what she's doing when it comes to Selena. Let's look at Selena's energy. Yeah. I'm very worried about him. Yes, exactly. She loves his image, unfortunately. It's not that she loves him. She loves all of the package, who he is, the image, what that comes with, etc. He's a Pisces, yeah. And right now, things are not helping for Pisces. It is Pisces season. We have all the eclipses. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see at Selena's energy when it comes to, with regards to Hailey. Did I? Yes. Well, I believe, yeah, it feels transactional. It feels contractual. Pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. This is business. This is business. Let's see, Selena. It feels to me that Selena is unbothered. Right now, she's unbothered about, like, she is not like, Hailey is not living rent-free in Selena's head. That's for sure. Neither is Selena in Hailey's head. Okay. I'm talking about right now what's happening. The moon, Selena, strength. Hermit. Oh, Selena is not going to play Hailey's games. Selena's like, okay, girl, if you wanna, make a comment, or you wanna create some kind of drama between us, you go ahead. I don't give a crap, and I'm not going to engage. Strength. I'm above it. Hermit. Nope, not engaging. Moon. This is Selena not liking Hailey and saying, girl, you're sneaky, girl. I know like what your incentives are, what you're doing here with Justin. Let me pull one more. 9 of Cups. Selena is fine, doesn't care. She's not going after clout. She's like, do what you like. I'm busy. I'm happy. I'm doing good. Yeah, I can do a quick one on Selena and Benny. Benny's, and yeah, I hear that a lot. People don't seem to like them together, or they don't like him. Sorry, I keep fiddling. It's annoying. I know, you guys, it's annoying fiddling with the hair, but it's just, look, it used to be straight and now it has a kink. I'll stop touching my hair. I know how annoying it annoys me too when I watch a YouTuber and they're constantly fidgeting and touching their hair. It can be annoying, especially when you watch it on TV. Okay, let's look at those two. No, we haven't covered Meghan Markle yet, Ness. She's next. Okay, hold on. Selena. I'm going to pull cards for Selena and Benny. Ooh, this one flew. 5 of Pentacles. I'm putting it aside. So Selena first, 3 cards. Benny next, 3 cards, please. What can you tell me? Ooh, another jumper card. High Priestess. You guys, High Priestess, this is for you. What do you think about this relationship? What does your intuition say? Do you feel something's off there? Well, this is validating that you're right. The Tower. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Breakup is coming soon. The Tower seems to me there's a lot of fighting. Something has happened between them. There's judgment. Does he put her down? I know nothing about Benny, okay? I don't know nothing. I don't follow him, his career, nothing. So, but with these cards, it seems that this guy is manipulative and verbally can be verbally abusive. And he loves bombs. Ooh, no, not a narcissist. The fool. Oh. Hold on. These are all Selena's. These are all Selena's cards, and this is Selena's energy. I haven't even pulled his. The Tower, this is disastrous. This is hurt. This is feeling that you're constantly sort of like on edge or walking on eggshells. Judgment. Judgment speaks for itself, like feeling judged or feeling inadequate towards someone. Ace of Cups. But this is, I want to make this work. This is something fresh and new and different to what I normally would go for. This guy, okay? And the Fool, I want to, it's almost like she wants to, being with Benny, it feels to me like, she wants to just move away from the type of guys that she stated in the past that wasn't great. And she just goes for something very different and trying to make it work. It feels to me like she's trying to make it work. Him, Justice. What is going on with these two? Knight of Cups, there you go. He is love bombing. He knows exactly what to do and say. Nine of Wands. I only have Knight of Cups, which is someone who's charming, and he knew exactly how to flirt with her, talk to her, blah, 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 woo her. The Hanged Man. Hold on. They're asking me to pull one more. Ace of Pentacles. Wait, I'm going to pull Seven of Wands. Feels transactional. She's the only one who has the Eight of Cups, okay? She's the only one who went in there more, it's more pure. Her intentions are more pure regarding this relationship with Benny. With him, it's not the case. Yeah, the only cups I have is the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is like, you know what? I'm charming. I'm your man. I'm going to love bomb you. I'm going to tell you how sexy you are. I'm going to make you feel amazing. But then I have the Hanged Man seeing things from a different perspective right next to the Knight of Cups, which means, well, this is not exactly what the truth is. The Hanged Man see it from a different lens. Why is he doing that? What are his intentions? Ace of Pentacles. Benny's very much, I don't know if he's is he a Capricorn? But I get Capricorn vibes with him, meaning that he's very focused on his career, on his success, on making money, producing, all of it. Like, that's what it feels like with him. Nine of Wands, Justice. What's the Justice? Justice is contracts, by the way. Justice is contracts, and I have the Ace of Pentacles here. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Okay. Well, it seems that Selena is in this relationship for the right reasons, whereas he isn't, okay? He's not for the same reasons. So he's not in it because he loves her, he's in love with her, or anything like that. It seems to me that this is clout chasing a little bit, and also a business transaction, how he sees it. Oh, what are you guys saying? Hold on, I've lost a little bit with when I saw the Kanye post a song supporting Diddy yesterday, the first thing I thought, now I could say like he did to Bieber. I didn't know that. I missed that. I was super busy yesterday. I wasn't online. Be with her. He must take that shame out on her. Maybe he belittles. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with this Judgment in the Tower. He could belittle her just to make himself feel better. Try to help Kanye too. She's the high maintenance girl. I believe she will be okay. This is not the guy. This is not the one, okay, for Selena. He's not good looking, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't understand why everyone is so like going gaga over Timothy Chalamet, Chalamet, not Chalamet, Shabu, Chalamet. I don't see the attraction. Or Harry Styles. I don't see the attraction, but then again, that's completely subjective. He's a good producer, but he lost his sauce, doesn't make his hits like he used to. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, you read on Kanye West text messages war with Kim. We're gonna do I think I did reading on Kanye a couple of weeks ago. But I could do one. I'm not gonna do today, but we can do like more of like a connection between Kanye, Justin, and all of it, sort of like an updated reading. Kim declared she will go to war on Kanye if the song with Nor praising Diddy comes out, and so she should. And so she should. Sorry, but this is she has to protect her child. Oh well, basically, just what the cards are saying. It's not very pretty. I don't see the connection. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I know. Some women just have an affinity for like ugly guys. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Again, looks and what is it called? Not just looks, but taste in general can be subjective. I know. That's the thing about him. It seems like he does this love bombing and this clinginess and this like acting like all woo. But he does in public. Behind closed doors, he is judgmental and demeaning and a bit of a gaslighter. He's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, you guys. He's not like a bad person who wants to hurt Selena and all that. But this seems transactional. It seems that this is convenient for this relationship is convenient for him. But you know what they say about the ugly ones, right? I mean, I've heard they're good and bad. I've heard, don't know, never date an ugly guy. Huh? I know. I agree 100%. 100%. It seems too girly for, yeah. Will Lily Rose stab then Matt? Yeah, I guess it has to do with like the woman that they're with these type of guys. Like if it's like Lily Rose is more petite, she has more exotic looks. She looks very much like her mom. There you see you could see how like appearances would match, but what are you guys saying? Used each other. It's transactional. Well, this is what my cards are saying. Not so much from Selena's side, but more so his. Okay. So shall we do? Let me see. Let me try to answer this. Hi, Janice. There are rumors about Henry Cavill's child. What are they saying? It's not his? I haven't heard that rumor. Let me see if I pick up anything. I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no regarding the child. Without knowing the backstory, that's what my guides showed me. Who's bipolar? Selena is? Oh, I didn't know that, to be honest. Oh, there you go. And the nerdy types, by the way. You know how the nerdy types, when we're at school, we would avoid the nerds because we wanted the jocks and the football players and the bad boys. Well, in experience has taught me, I'm a married woman. This was before I got married, before anyone, says anything. That all the nerdy types, they're not all that bad. They're saying it's not his child. Yeah, I get it's a no. It's a no. I know about, yeah, I knew that Selena has lupus. I knew that. And she had some kind of a kidney issue, and her best friend donated her kidney. And then now they're no longer best friends or friends. So, okay, let's get to Meghan Markle, Meghan Sussex, Meghan, whatever she wants to call herself, just Meghan. All right. So, who's watched the latest show? I haven't watched it. Oh, I forgot. No one can see me. Okay. So, I haven't watched it. I have watched a ton of clips and edits on social media, and it's enough for me to pretend I watched it. It was enough for me to get the gist of it and get what that was. And I'll be honest, before I pull the cards, and I want to see, this is yet another rebrand. I told you when last time I did a reading on Meghan Markle, I said she's going to keep rebranding until she either runs out of money, until Harry, says enough, that the money tap is all closed, or something sticks, okay? And nothing is sticking. Now, I want to be fair. The overall aesthetic, the looks, the tempo, the music, all of it, very pleasing. High production value, very pleasing. Loved it. She ruins it though. I'm sorry, but she ruins it. Why? She's stiff. She's inauthentic. The rapport is not organic. There is no banter. There is no joking. I feel she has no sense of humor. She takes herself way too seriously, which is an issue. It's an issue because she seems robotic. She seems like she's too self-aware, too sort of like she's overly producing herself. And that I didn't like she brought her friends, but you can tell they're not her friends. You can tell. Why don't they do, there was a wonderful show in England years ago where I don't remember what it was called, it will come to me, but what they would do is like the host would cook with the guests, and then they would sit at the table, pretty much like what Vanderpump did. Remember Overserved? Except that you didn't, there was no cooking involved. But Overserved, what she would do is like, which is similar to what Meghan is doing. Like she would decorate and she would have themes and she would create a menu, and then her guests would come over and they would play games and they would have this banter and they would get overserved. And that wasn't all that bad. I actually enjoyed that show, I must say, because it was organic. There was banter. There's all with Meghan. There isn't. There isn't. Even that clip that I saw where they were out in the garden, which I don't know if that was her garden or the rented garden or the rented home, the rented kid. I don't know, but they were in the garden, and then her mom comes in and Harry, and they look miserable. They look like they were forced to film, that they had to be there. So, and because we as the viewers are a lot more sophisticated than they think, we can see right through all that. So this is my 2 cents regarding the show. Like the production value of it, I love. Was a lot of potential in this, but she is overly overly curating herself, producing herself. I want to see the Meghan that makes mistakes, that's not wearing beige, that she's wearing, like, I don't know, like a crop top and some sweatpants, and just being like us normal women are when we're in the kitchen. And before we host people, I would like to see her dressed, hair in a bun, messy bun, her cooking, just like she would when she has her friends over and they're entertaining and hosting. And then she can have her outfit change and be in her beige glory while she's entertaining and hosting her guests. And then they sit around the table and they have honest and open conversations, banter, laughing, all of it. So that's what I think of the show. But what is everyone saying? No, it didn't seem that the only friend seemed to be the makeup artist, who the makeup artist seemed to be very uncomfortable around her, almost like, watching his words or watching how he acts, like being a little bit afraid. And the fact that she didn't know basic things about him, like whether he is allergic to peanuts or nuts. The left-handed thing, I mean, I wanted to give her that, but no, I'll take it back. he was her makeup artist. And I'm sure she noticed all of the times that he did her makeup that he was left-handed and not right-handed. You see them mirrored, but yeah. Anyways, what are you guys saying? But she used too many flour sprinkles and everything. I wonder what flowers sprinkled taste like. Okay, so in Austria, where I lived for 11 years, the flour sprinkles has been a huge thing for a long time. When you go to a cocktail bar, good cocktail bar, they'll give you a cocktail, they'll have flour sprinkles on it. Okay, I have a friend that used to make, she still does them. She would make our birthday cakes because she loved baking, and she would put this flour sprinkles on. This is nothing new. This is nothing groundbreaking, new, amazing, and all of them. And they taste of nothing, by the way. I mean, you just like, it's like eating paper. Well, she's a Leo. No offense. Yeah. Scared of her because I heard Meghan can be very mean. That's it. That's how it seemed like. Even to Kaylin, she seemed to be like, she was there to have a good time. And it, to me, didn't seem, at least, again, I haven't watched the whole thing, but it doesn't seem like she was having a good time. She was more like, again, it felt uncomfortable. It felt forced. Everything felt forced. Yes, come dine with me, Everly. Thank you. Something like that. All right. So I want to see what, first of all, I want to see how this business venture is going to go. So it's now American Orchard, whatever it was called, is now renamed as Ever. Okay. And this Netflix show was supposed to really promote her products and her new business. But when you went on her website, everything was sold out. And I know that I have an e-shop, as you know, it's a trick of the trade where you're like, when you don't have stock, okay, and you want to create and drum up interest, you have a few of the items or the products or the merchandise, and then you just put them as sold out, and then people just want to get it. So what they do is they sign up to get the notification and all of it, and then you know how many people are interested in how much merchandise you're going to order. It's a whole thing. So I don't know why I'm speaking so fast today. It's because of everything that's been going down. What is everyone saying? Okay. Yeah, but Light Mission, she's not Drew Barrymore. When she went to Drew Barrymore, do you see how uncomfortable she was? Like, and I know Drew can be like, invades your personal space and all of it, but she knew that. We all know who Drew Barrymore is and her show and all of it. But when they did the whole Diana thing where Drew brought up the Diana, do you see how she just didn't know how to react? It almost felt like this wasn't scripted. This wasn't agreed on. I don't know how to react and I don't like this. So she's not someone who would work well with a co-host, in my opinion. Yeah, but you know what, Light Mission? You need to have a sense of humor to be able to co-host and bring in the comedy. She doesn't. I'm sorry, she doesn't. I want to see As Ever. What's the future of As Ever? Will this be a success? Let's see. New venture, yes. With the Ace of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. This is about wholesome, right? She wanted something that is wholesome, more homey, more trad wifey. Okay, it's deliberate. It's deliberate. All of the branding and the idea behind it is deliberate. She knows what she's doing. This is to reach master markets, and even people who don't, maybe the people who are more neutral to her as well. So by bringing in this whole wholesome, minimal white beigey aesthetic to all of it. The wheel. Uh-oh. Ace of Wands. Oh, it's gonna change again. This is not going to last long. This as ever is not going to last long. Look, Ace of Wands. So as soon as she gets, I believe that as soon as people get used to her, to as ever, and people start ordering, and in the future start listening to the other podcast. What are they? Um, anyways, female founders, whatever it's called. What? Why don't you talk about things that you know, Megan, like maybe acting or the struggles of being an actress? Or how about talking about motherhood? Because you have those kids and you don't seem to be very connected to your kids because there's a disconnect there. But anyways, Ace of Wands, she's going to, there's just, Knight of Cups. Hanged Man. You guys, I'm giving you a prediction about as ever. 1 year max. I give it 1 year max, absolute max, before she either overhauls the as ever, maybe bringing in different products or changing the branding again, or before it just folds. That's my prediction with that. She plagiarized Pam Anderson's show. I want to be fair. Again, I want to be fair. Pam Anderson's show, it was filmed before it was aired, obviously. So Meghan, I don't know when it was aired, a couple of months ago. Was it 2, 3? I don't think she plagiarized it. She definitely found inspo from different. Maybe Martha Stewart could have been, although no. From the UK, from anywhere else. Like she found inspiration. I don't feel she plagiarized per se, if that makes sense. Just to be fair, okay? I've read on the kids. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to read on the kids. I will share with you what I believe, what my opinion, my personal opinion is about those kids. I believe there's a lot of mystery around the kids because of the way they were conceived, how, when, where they were born. All of it is not what they tell us. Okay, so there is a mystery because there are two big secrets around them. I always said that I feel Archie with Lilibet. But I'm not connecting to her energy, and I'm not reading her because this is unethical. I don't want to do it, but I can tell every time I try to kind of like connect to her and not read her, not remote view or anything, just to see where she is, what's going on. It's very blurred when it comes to Lilibet, to Lily. Yeah, her inspiration was 2008 Pinterest board. Never too late, I guess, to jump on the Pinterest train. Thank you, Gloria, and welcome in. Hello, happy Sunday. So what is Meghan's true career path purpose? Acting, producing, fashion? She's struggling. That's the thing. She doesn't, because she's not authentic. Here's the analysis. I'll just share. This is not a reading, but this is my analysis. The other day, while I was chilling on the couch, it was really late, and it really came to me. What is wrong with Meghan? What is the whole disconnect, the inauthenticity, all of it with Meghan? Forget the stuff that she did to the royal family, the stuff that she said. Forget all of that. Let's just pretend we don't know her backstory, okay, and the history. Meghan has created a Meghan in her head. It's almost like she lives her own fairy tale, her own story. What she's doing is she is a protagonist of this story in her head, in her mind, and she's creating it as she goes. So she has a story, so she's going to manipulate and make things around her in the real world, okay, happen for her. in order to fulfill this storyline fairy tale that she's created. And that's why she has a hard time connecting to other people. She's not self-aware whatsoever, and she's not open to criticism. And I don't mean criticism where people bash her. I understand that's hurtful and that's a lot, but constructive criticism, friendly criticism, soft criticism. She's not open to that because in her head, she is who she is. She's the queen. And I've said this before. She was a queen in a past life. This came up in a reading a while ago, one of the readings that I did of her. This was a couple of years ago. So she has this, in her mind, she is Diana. She is queen. In her mind, she's even better than Diana, She is queen. She's all of that. And if anyone gets in the way, if anyone criticizes her, if anything, then she doesn't like it and she reacts to it. This is my theory. And obviously she does have narcissistic traits. And yes, in my opinion, she knew exactly who Harry was, and all that was bullshit. Pardon my language. But it was bullshit. I said it again. It was BS when she was like, I didn't know who Prince Harry was. Really? But you knew who Princess Diana was because he had posters all over you. You even visited the Buckingham Palace. You knew exactly who Harry was. Harry was an eligible bachelor at the time. Everyone wanted to date the funny, quirky, naughty Prince Harry. Come on. Save us the BS. The thing is, she's a great manifester, but she cannot attain it. She cannot keep. She is a great manifester because she lives it, right, in her head. She lived it. She said, I'm going to marry a prince. I'm going to marry a prince. She could see her. She bagged and married a prince. But she ruins it afterwards because her intentions are not pure. Manifesting is not about, manifesting and creating the dream world, the dream life that you want, if you're not going to do positive things with that, if it's not going to help you, if it's not going to lead you somewhere. She manifests and then there's destruction. There's destruction. I love that, Everly. I agree. Yeah. She has main character syndrome, 100%. She does. She needs to loosen up. She said, she complained to Oprah that she wasn't allowed to wear like color blocks, like bold colors. And she was BS. Purple dress, red dress. I can give you a ton of examples. And look at her now. She's free from the royal family. All she wears is beige. Yeah, vanilla. Very vanilla. But she's also mean. Let's not forget the bullying allegations and all of that. She has WME. She has a powerful team behind her that can really bury a lot of these news and information. But just because we don't see it, hear it anymore, doesn't mean that she hasn't done it. Oh yeah, very Leo energy, you guys. Very Leo energy. So, lesson for all of us about authenticity, learning our authentic isn't easy but important. It's important for you to embrace who you are. If Meghan had embraced who she was, where she came from, who her dad was, she hasn't forgiven her dad. He's an older man with a ton of like health issues. You don't know how long he's going to live. This man is hurting. Okay, he lost his only child. Not his only child because but I mean, she was his baby, his princess, and be true to yourself, Meghan, and that's when you're going to start attracting your tribe. You're not attracting a tribe. And Sussex Squad, don't get me started. That's not a tribe. These are hyenas. These are barracudas. Anyone who says anything against Queen Meghan, they get attacked. Why? We're entitled to our own opinion. Stop attacking people. You make yourselves look worse. You make yourselves look bad, and you make your Queen Meghan look awful. Full stop. Done. Period. See, I'm telling you, today is not a good day. I feel terrible about her dad. The divorce is coming. They're not together. They're not. I've been saying there's a long time. It's coming. It's coming. I said last year. It could be this year. This keeps getting pushed back, but it's coming. They're separated, they're not together. It is a contractual agreement that they have. It's transactional. It's all of it. Yes, things have been leaking in the press. Listen to the leaks. But they're getting divorced. How have this? Because they make money. Because they make money now that they have freedom and they're not part of the royal rota and they're not part of, they don't have royal duties. They need money. They need to establish themselves. But that's the thing. They wanted to establish themselves as normal people, like normal citizens of the world, whatever it was, without the royal baggage, without all of that. But now Meghan is like, oh, call me Meghan Sussex. Sussex is a region in England, by the way, and you're not the queen. You're not a royal. Use your surname or use Mountbatten or use Winds, whatever, and she's not allowed to, by the way. Yeah. So how they say money, money, money. That's what keeps them together. I'm an Aquarius. My rising is Virgo, and I have a Scorpio moon. You're an Aquarius. Oh, okay. How is Harry doing? He looks depressed. I believe I don't. You know what? He looks depressed when he has to do all these things that he doesn't want to do, which is film for her show, do things that she wants to. He's most happy when he's alone and he's doing literally charity work and he raises awareness. You see a different Harry, different energy, different aura, different person altogether when he's on his own and he does these appearances and these events and all of it about things that matter to him. He's happy. I also feel energetically that Harry is completely disconnected. He's completely, listen, it was a very much a codependent relationship, especially from Harry's side, because she does cosplay his mom and this traumatized young boy, or well, he was a young boy when his mom passed. He's very much this, he has this inner wounded child. He's very traumatized and he found mommy. But mommy was not a mummy, it was Meghan. And it seems to me, so it always, every time I read them or him, or whenever I watch videos or I see them on TV or online, I always picked that Harry was always lost without her. He needed Meghan's approval, Meghan's guidance, Meghan to take over. He was okay with it at the time because he wanted to step back. He didn't want to have all this attention on him. And but now how I pick up his energy, he's a much better place because there's separation. And not only separation between them in their relationship, but separation from this codependency and her energy. Harry will be just fine. I see Harry in the future. I've said this before. See Harry going back to England without the kids, unfortunately. But he's going to go back to England and he will take over again. He will be given some royal duties, not full time, but he will be given some. And slowly but surely, his family will help him get back into the groove and help him be accepted by the English, by the British people, by the world. Oh, that's a sign. Love it. You guys I told you we're growing and I absolutely love that. So don't forget to share this video with your loved ones, with your peers, or your colleagues, your kid, not your kids if they're not under 18. Just spread the word, spread the love, and let's get this the femme village to grow. Arrested Development, exactly. He chose mom Diana. He loves it. He believes in it, in these causes. Listen, there's a lot to blame Harry for. He instigated a lot of this. He could have stopped it, he could have blocked it, but on the other hand, I do feel somewhat sorry for him because I do know that he's been through a lot. And this is a he's more of a free spirit, kind of like stuck in this lifestyle, in the role that was given to him through birthright. He would have been a much happier guy if he was just a normal dude, traveling to Africa, doing his things, because he loves that. He loves all that. And you see a different Harry. What about the kids? I'm worried about the kids. I'm worried about the kids because I don't feel that, especially Archie, they're getting enough attention, affection, all of it from their parents. My feeling, my opinion, not based on facts. So, yeah, as a mom, that makes me sad. Anyways, I think that's it for today. This was interesting. Do send me your suggestions for next videos. So we are recording. We were supposed to record last week, but Jamie and I have been so busy with Psychic Jamie. We're going to do channeling session for our true crime segment on Casey Anthony. If you have any true crime suggestions, please do. I want to do I want to go a little bit out there. And I was thinking, if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments, send me DMs, let me know in the chat. Maybe doing a little bit like on TikTok, for instance, this whole thing about mermaids. Can't speak. Are mermaids real? Are elites eating mermaids? Is mermaid a code word for kids? There's all of that. And I was thinking of doing, if this is something that interests you, I don't believe that mermaids are real. They're not creatures, they're entities. So they do exist in the ether. They do exist in a different dimension, but they're not mermaids, these creatures or these half fish, half human that you can see with your eyes, and have that. But we can do things like that if you guys want, like mermaids, other urban legends or other legends or cryptoids, things like that. If this is something that interests you, we can do them from time to time. You know what? I was raised in boarding schools and with nannies. I'm not royal, but that's how I was raised. Okay. And I turned out fine. I'm not saying I'm like this, but I'm just saying that it has to do as well, like how much work you put in and how much you're willing to build or work on your relationship with your parents. Because a lot of kids who go to boarding school, and especially in England, they are, as Caroline Stampery, for instance, she was in boarding. My mom was in boarding school from the age of 5 to 18. She was in boarding school. I went to boarding school for 4 years. And it was my choice. I wanted to live that experience. I didn't want to be at home. It's the whole thing. I'm a little, I'm free spirit. I didn't want to be around my parents and their drama and their stuff. So I was not traumatized by it, but a lot of children are, and they do have mommy and daddy issues, abandonment issues. It's a whole thing, but you have to work on yourself. You really do. I used to get bullied a lot. When I hit puberty, I just ballooned, and people were making fun. They were body shaming me, making fun. That was traumatizing for me. But I used that, and what did I do? I started exercising. I started losing weight, being more mindful with my food, and I fluctuate. My weight fluctuates. But now, having gone through bullying and all sorts of things, I'm like, I don't care. I'm a human being. My weight is going to fluctuate. My body changes. If people want to be mean to me because of my body, that means they have nothing else. They want to hurt me and they can't find anything else. So they're finding the easy way out. They're using what's easy to them, what's accessible, which is looks, which is the body. So that's on them. They're the weak ones, not you if you're the one being bullied. But anyways, that's a different discussion. Okay, people are saying yes, mermaids and all that. Okay, perfect. Okay. Oh, it seems that you guys want to do the mermaids and cryptoids and things like that. Please do Sudishka, Gananki, Spring break. Okay. I know I want to do Sebastian Rogers as well. This was suggested to me a long time ago, but I've been picking up some stuff that I want to share. Anyways, a lot of things, a lot of here. Ooh, I moved my here. Look, you guys, I have journal here changed because my other one, and I have my lists. True crime, no, what's that? Cryptoids, pop culture. Like I write them down so I don't miss anything. Anyways, you guys, thank you for joining this Sunday. I love spending my Sunday evening with you guys. I know it's Sunday morning for some of you, Sunday afternoon for others, Sunday night for others, but we're a big, happy family. We have created an amazing community here. I love you. So next week, Jamie and I are going to be recording the Casey Anthony true crime. So I will upload it towards the end of the week. So make sure you don't miss it. She's now back on TikTok online and people are not happy. So we'll just channel and see what comes through. Wait, you guys, who is that? Kyron Horman. Hold on, let me write this down. You don't need to tell me. I will check it out. Okay, written. Okay, you guys, thanks for being here. Don't forget to like on your way out if you haven't already. Thank you for joining. We'll be back very soon. Take care. Bye.